What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today, got a good day trading recap. Check it out. All right, guys. So I'm gonna jump into this recap. Today's a real good day, because I executed things how they should be done, and executed my plans accordingly. I took 3 trades today. My first 2 trades are red trades. My last trade is a winning green trade, and it brought me well back into the green on the day. Like, this is exactly how it should be done, right? This is exactly how we all know should be done and how we all preach it should be done. But sometimes it's difficult to execute it because emotions get in the way. My very first trade of the day was a red trade, and it was on Boeing here. So let's get right into this. Boom. Okay, so Boeing is has gapped down huge from 133 all the way down here to a low of day of 124.35. So I expected there would be a bounce, but I thought to myself, this bounce here in Boeing might get rejected because of the general weakness in the aviation sector since Warren Buffett closed out all his aviation positions. He closed out all that exposure he had there. So I thought, we might have some further downside on something like Boeing. So right here on this little attempted red to green move, once we pierced through it and we kind of pulled it in, I got short just one put as a feeler, one put. And I wanted to see if we were going to start to get that roll and then, hold this 127 area as resistance and start adding to my position. That was the plan. Okay. That was the plan on that trade. Now it didn't work out and I got stopped out, and I do have it live recorded and we're going to go over it. I got stopped out on it, and that was my first red trade of the day. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab that live trade here. But before I do me the quick favor, smash that like button for me. Remember, when you interact with the channel, it helps with the YouTube algorithm, pushes the channel up. Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to do that free account, funded trading account giveaway that I'm going to do for one of my lucky subscribers. But I need your help to get there. And we're almost there, guys. Like, we're almost... we've already broken 6,000 subscribers, and we're already almost at 6,200. This is awesome. Keep it coming, guys. Share the channel, press the like button, comment in the comment section below, do all that fun stuff because it really helps out. It helps me out a ton, more than you can really imagine. Now here, the very first trade is the Boeing, I believe, is it this one? No, this is my first Tesla trade. Okay, so here's the very first Boeing trade. When we had this big upper wick here, I was like, okay, well this is what I want to see, and I'll show you here on the well, not here. That's another 3 minute. On the daily, this line right here, this 127 line, was a bottom here, bottom here, and top here. So, it was a daily level bottom here. It was a daily level that I was watching for potential resistance. Bearish aviation sector, gapping down hard today. So I thought to myself, okay, this area, looks like it's going to hold. We have this upper wick, like it was just trying to break out and it got sold into. So maybe this is the spot. Boom, buy my first put in at 459. I'm like, okay, we're going to see. This is a tight. This is a feeler. Let's see what happens here. If we start to break underneath this 127 area and kind of like start putting, I can't zoom into this, start putting candles like that right in there and kind of like stair stepping down, I'm going to add to my position. I know where my stop is at, and let's go. Let's ride this back down to the lows. But Boeing had other plans. Boeing had other plans, and I stopped out of this very tight. I see that it's holding very strong. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I don't want to partake in this thing anymore. It's not doing what I want it to do, so I'm going to get out right there. Boom. And I close that position out. Very small loss. It's not doing what I want it to do. This is weakness, and it's this candle here is engulfing it. No, I don't want to trade that. And as you can see right here, here's the candle with the wick. Whoops. Here's the candle with the wick, and here's the one that starts to engulf it, and we just grind it all the way up to new highs. So I did the right thing in reading my chart and getting out of there. That was Boeing. I got that one out of the way, cut it loose real quick, lost like 30 bucks. Nothing out of this world. Then we had the next trade. I sat around, waited a little bit, and looked at Tesla. And I thought Tesla was starting to set up for another extension move. Tesla was an animal today. Let me show you Tesla here. It opened up and just pushed. It held this 700 area and just pushed straight up here to 735, pulled it in. And it was on this pullback here. This red line that I have, I don't know if you can see it, this red line right here is an old line that I had here drawn as support. And I noticed that as we pushed, we started to pull in and we were holding that line. So I got long right in front of that line a little bit early. Instead of waiting for it to come down here and test this 9 EMA VWAP area, I got it in a little bit early because I thought, you know what, I've seen it a million times. Old lines that are being held, So I'm going to jump into this right here and see what we can get done, because this might not pull all the way back into VWAP. It might hold on to this level that's off of the daily, and we might just push from there. And I don't want to miss that. I'm not going to miss that. I said to myself, and I've seen it happen before. It's happened to me. And it's not like it's a trivial area. It's a daily level. And I'll trade those daily levels. It's something I've been doing a lot more frequently. And it's worked out. But in this one, it didn't work out. It just pierced right through it and came all the way down here to the 9 EMA and bounced right off of it. And I was like, well, I guess I was a little too early on that, and I stopped out of it. What I really should have thought about, and I probably would have done this if I was trading Boeing or something else, was starting to build that position, because I would have taken what I did with my one contract here and then added as we held support, and this would have been a monstrous trade. But the problem with doing that for me in Tesla is that these options are extremely expensive, so they'll move $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 very quickly. Okay, so I couldn't, at this point here, take two contracts. It was just too risky. So I just stopped out of it. Boom, stopped out of it. Took a little haircut. It wasn't bad. It was like an $80 loss. No big deal. Here's that live trade. So here we are. As you see, let me pause that real quick. We're holding on. Yeah, you see it. We're holding on to this line. You see, we tapped it here, bounced. Now we've tapped it here and retraced it completely. And I'm like, whoa, this looks like it's going to work. It looks like it's going to work for me. So I get long in there. One contract, 7:30 call expiration, the 8th. I'm in at $30.11. It starts to see that action there, like it gets bought up just like this candle, and I'm like, whoa, you know what? This might get real interesting really fast, but it starts to just fail that action there, and my stop is just that line. That line right there is my stop. If we break underneath it, I'm out. The very next candle opens up right there. And I'm like, okay, well, this is the make it or break it candle. This candle's either going to break underneath support or it's going to, lift off. We're going to have that boom, right up to the highs. Sadly, we don't go up to the highs. We break down right there. I'm like, okay, well, I'm out. And that was another small loss. So that'll be my second small loss. First, it was like $30 in Boeing. And now here was like $80, $87 on Tesla. So right there, quickly, I do my math and I'm like, okay, I'm down $117 in a day. This is still well within my realm of normalcy. On a red day, I can take a third trade. That's what I said to myself. I can take a third trade here and we can see what happens. Maybe, this is a good trade idea. Let's sit down. Let's not let emotions take control. Let's sit down. Let's not go into FOMO, and let's not fall into fear of actually buying, like analysis, paralysis of the analysis. So we're going to sit here. We're going to wait for the setup. We're going to take it if we see it. So I said, okay, one more trade. So then we have this. We pulled it all the way into this 9 EMA, okay, this 724 area. And then we bounced right off of it. And this is a real nice bounce. Honestly, I was not looking at my monitor during this. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten long just underneath this 728. Instead, I got long just above 728 right in here. When we had like this push, we had a quick wick all the way back down, very low volume on it. I said, this is the opportunity. So I got in right there, bam. I said, okay, let's see what's going to happen now. I think we're going to break. So this is what I do. I'm in just one contract. Okay. I don't know why this is not like that was weird. Oh, because it's just like this is just 4 seconds. I clicked record and sorry guys. Here we go. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so here we go. It's a really quick trade actually. So we're in there. Same contract as you see. 7:30 strike. The 8th expiration date. In at 31:01. Just one contract. And now I'm just looking for a push up to the highs. That's all I'm looking for. Keeping it very simple. Very simple. Volume's increasing. You know how I trade. If I would have had 2 contracts, I would have taken one off up there and held on to one for the extension. But I only have one. So when you only have one, you can do one of 2 things. You can either take it off at your first target, or you can hold. I usually have 3 targets. You can either take it off on the first target, which I generally do, or you can hold it for the second target. I wish I would have done that. It would have been a monster trade. But I'm already right on the day. So if I take it off on my first target, it's going to bring me back well into the green. I think that's what I'm going to do. So right there, we start to get that push. You can see I'm in at $31 and we're already going off at $34 right there. Right there, I take it off and I get a $34 fill. Okay. That's a $34 fill right there in front of the high of the day. I don't want to double top and get crashed on. That's not going to happen because then it'll be a nasty day. So I just take it right there, right there. You see it right here. I put the order out on the ask. Boom. I'm out. I mean, sure, it rallied. It rallied its face off all the way up here to 748. And I took it off right here at 730. What was it? Like 730. I'm sorry, it was right. Where was it? It was right here, right? Yeah, it should have been right there. Let's see. Let's bring back that replay real quick. Yeah, 736 area. I knew it. So right in here in this like region of the high, I took it off right there. And I mean, if I would have held on to it, it would have been a monster trade. I would have taken those off. I took it off at 34 from 31. I could have easily taken it off at 38. Been a monster trade. But, you know, play it safe. I came into the day and I took my profits at my planned locations and booked them another green day. Consistency is what makes the world go round in this. Like, what good is it to make $800 today? And if I lose, you know, 700 tomorrow, that's ridiculous, right? Like if that's a continued thing, consistency. You know, on Friday, if you saw my video, I made about $300. Today made almost $200 after, you know, my losses here. They are, let me, you know, bigger win, smaller losses. So that's it, guys. Very simple concept. It's hard to do, but you can do it when you control the emotions. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. I hope you had a great weekend and an excellent start to the new trading week. And I'll catch you on the next one.